and welcome to another one in the series of my top 10 least used stations in Buckinghamshire. And today we're at Seer Green and Jordans. And you can find Seer Green and Jordans between Beaconsfield and Gerrards Cross on the Chiltern Main Line. The station was opened in 1915 as a halt for the Beaconsfield Golf Club, and as such was given the name of Beaconsfield Golf Links Halt. However, this changed to Seer Green in 1918, Seer Green and Jordans in 1950, then back to just Seer Green in 1974. I have no information as to when the Jordans suffix was reintroduced. No goods facilities were ever at the station. The ticket office looks either 1990s or early 2000s, and the footbridge definitely looks like an addition in the last 15 years. Unfortunately, research has not uncovered much about this, so any further information in the comments would be appreciated. Okay then, Seer Green and Jordans, and the first thing I noticed, apart from this pretty good car park really, is this fairly new footbridge which has been installed, and obviously we'll have a look at that later on. But there's the car parking information, and here is a very, very nice ticket office and waiting room. But unfortunately it closes at 10:40 in the morning, and I'm just here just after 11, so I'm not going to be able to have a look inside it, which is very unfortunate. But it's a very nice structure. I mean, I don't think it's the original. It definitely doesn't look like the original, but it has a charm of its own, and it's quite pleasant. There's lots of bike racks here, and for when that ticket office is closed, you've got a automatic ticket machine. There are information boards here welcoming you to Seer Green and Jordans, and there's a changes of time information board there. Let's see if I can have a little look through into that booking hall. That's not too bad. There's a bit of seating there. Let's have a look through this door. Yeah, if my camera will focus nicely. Is the booking desk just there. And obviously the entrance to the platforms will be over there. There's a tap in, tap out reader. London Tube Services map. A recycling bin, which is nice to see, and another tap in, tap out reader. So it must be quite a popular station, this, on the line, especially with commuters. It's not really that far away from London Marylebone, so I can imagine commuters do use this, and that's probably the reason why there is a ticket office here. It is open until 10:40, which is nice on a least used station. Let's go on to platform 2. As soon as you get onto platform 2, there is a platform information board. Interesting that platform 2 is the platform towards London. Obviously, I've been to many stations, and platform 1 is normally the up platform. Nevertheless, onto this platform, and you get another pretty good view of this ticket office, which I do like. And the first thing you'll notice, though, is these lovely curves. That is heading towards London Marylebone, and if I just swing around, you'll see another curve out of the station heading towards High Wycombe. So a very, very nice station indeed for the Enthusiast. Just below the Seer Green and Jordans sign, there is a rather old looking help point. There is an accessibility ramp. And here's another little look inside that ticket hall. I wonder if I can get a better view in there. Let's have a little look. Not too bad. It's a bit reflective. I'm not moaning because it's a lovely day today. A fantastic day, in fact, for doing videos on these stations. That'll be the entrance there. A map of the stations, and also these keep back from platform edge. There is a lot of fast traffic that comes through here, so I'll definitely advise waiting behind the yellow line. They do come through at a fair rate of knots. Seems to be a taxi rank office there. There is some seating, and very nice to see these. Looks like some original brickwork left from the old station, but they've turned it into a lovely little planter, which seems to have a little bit of TLC, but it'd be nice to see a bit more. At time of filming, passenger services are provided by Class 165 and Class 168 diesel multiple units. just down from that planter, you've got this dot matrix display. It doesn't come very well on camera, but that display is quite clear. There's some seating down there. And of course, because it's got quite a curve on this station, you've got one of these, which obviously aids the driver. Let's carry on down to the eastern end of this platform. Right, so I'm now here at the eastern end of platform 2. There's a notice here about people who are trespassing on the railway. This isn't an electrified line, so I can imagine that could be a problem. Obviously, it'd be a bit silly to get onto this line because the trains travel at a very high speed. But that being said, what a wonderful view for that curve. Now you're going to get some fantastic views of trains coming into the station, and if it's at speed, they're going to look fantastic coming around that curve. Okay, and that's that for platform 2. Let's go over the footbridge to platform 1. And you know how I like a bridge. Let's have a look over. And that way's heading towards Oxford. And over this way, that's heading towards London Marylebone. And as you can appreciate, curves inside and out of this station are going to give you fantastic views of things going at speed around those curves. Right, so down at the bottom of the stairs onto platform 1. And these trains obviously High Wycombe and Aylesbury over the footbridge trains from London Marylebone. There is an exit here which is only for Beaconsfield Golf Club, so obviously I won't be going through there. There's a contact reader, and now out onto the platform you can see the ticket office on platform 2 over there, and here is that lovely little wooden waiting shelter here on platform 1. Let's go and have a little look. And it looks like, not sure, but it looks like that might be locked. I'm going to try the handle. We'll have a look and see. Indeed, it is locked, so I'm assuming that's only available when the ticket office is open, so that's basically the mornings. See if I can push myself up and see if we can see inside. Can we see inside a little bit? Oh yeah, there you go, there's a little bit of seating in there. A lovely little waiting shelter, which unfortunately I cannot use, so if it starts raining, I might have to just dash and find some other cover. We'll carry on down. Platforms here at Seer Green and Jordans seem to be fairly wide, so that's quite nice, apart from this little section down here, which looks like an additional part of the platform that's been built on. And that's a little bit thinner, but still not too bad. Let's continue on down to that far end. Right, at the end of this part, you can see there's quite a clear view of the curve there coming away from London Marylebone. Very, very good, very scenic with all the vegetation about. One thing I have noticed though is there is this little walkway here, or used to be a little walkway here. Now I assume that might have been an old foot crossing, because over here you'll see that it's all barriered off, and there's a similar sort of like way of getting up. Now obviously that's just for railway staff now, but I'd be interested to see some old photographs. I might even touched on it in the history section. Let's see if there was a very old foot crossing there, but there's definitely a ramped walkway here. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, put my camera over, you might be able to see it. That goes all the way down there. So there obviously was an additional crossing here, but that new footbridge has superseded that, and obviously a lot safer because you're not really going to see much going around that curve, and those trains travel at a fairly high speed. Anyway, let's carry on down to the western side of this platform. As we walk down to this far end, this western end of the platform still remains quite wide at this point, which is quite nice. And get a fairly good view of the curve from Oxford. Have a little look at this, High Wycombe. Well, I imagine it's going to be better, or it was better, from platform 2 actually. Nevertheless, still a very good location. The statistics for Seer Green and Jordans are that it opened in 1915. It currently, at time of filming, has 1 train per hour eastbound and westbound, increased during peak, which includes expresses running to Oxford and London. And the entry and exit figures for 2023-2024 were 93,168. Seer Green and Jordans is a lovely station along this part of the line. It certainly helps that there's curves going in and out of the station, which benefit the railway enthusiast immensely, especially for photography and videography. It's unfortunate the booking office and the waiting shelter here on platform 1 are not open all the time, but I can certainly understand why. If you enjoyed this video, then please like, comment and subscribe. And if you can, get out there, get on the railway and see where it takes you. Thanks very much for watching.